The spring of 1861, not only was the first Melbourne Cup held, but north of the border the ATC RANDWICK Derby Stakes was also first run. Now known as the ATC Australian Derby, the 2,400-metre Group 1 for 3-year-olds has been won by champions of all eras, including Farlap, Tulloch and Kingston Town, who in 1980 provided TJ Smith with a record 9th derby.
Kingston Town racing away from Mr. Independent.
Fellow Cox Plate legends Dulcify, Bone Crusher and Octagonal also left their mark on the race. Kiwi Murray Baker has won the race 5 times, including with Star Colt, It's a Done Deal in 2013. And in 2020, when alongside Andrew Forsman, he trained Quick Thinker to victory.
Quick Thinker just in front from Zabrowski. Quick Thinker holds on.
So what a history. And he can sustain a gallop, observer, can't he? That's what he did in the Victoria Derby. He can sustain a hard gallop.
Yeah, he sure can. He's got a high cruising speed and he loves to build momentum. And if he gets the sectionals right, he's awfully hard to get past, Richo.
Absolutely, and going forward will be the key here. Craig Williams.
Well, he was favourite last time out and he didn't do things well, did he? He got very keen in the run. I know that Craig decided to take a sit because he dwelt at the start, but that was probably the end of his chances after that. You can't pull over 2,000 metres and still win a race. So he needs to settle and relax, and he seems as though he's keeping it beautifully switched off in the yard. He's got a good coat on him, holding condition. It'd be great to see him win 2 derbies.
And speaking of 2 derbies, that's what Road to Paris is trying to do. It's been a month between runs. He can throw a rider or 2. He can be a handful, Katie.
Yeah, he sure can. So this is a big occasion for him, having to go under the tunnel. He would not be used to that at Ellerslie. And the blinkers go on for the first time here, so that he's been carrying the winkers. He got a long way out of his ground, but he rounded them up and he won the New Zealand Derby in fine style as we get down to Lizzie with green spaces.
Well, he's built like a stayer, he looks like a stayer, and he's going like a stayer. He was the horse who had the best turn of speed, and over that trip last time out, he came from back in the field and found the line strongly. And I'm sure that Rachel's very excited to be partnering up with this guy because this has been the target all the way through.
So for green spaces to deal done fast, and Matt Kamani, we talked about looking for that first Group 1. He's a good stayer. I think he'll run well.
Yeah, he's a stunning looking individual too, watching him parade around there. He's got his ears pricked and he knows he's pretty good. He ran well in the Rosehill Guineas. As we've heard, the race didn't run that quickly up front, the tempo, so it didn't suit him. But I think today it'll be different as we get down to Storm Leopard with Lizzie.
Well, this guy, he has got stare written all over him, and there will be big celebrations if he's able to get the job done with all of his owners. He's a very angular type. He doesn't carry a lot of natural condition. He's very much a staying individual, and he looks as good as I've seen him in the past.
It's a good wrap. So, Katie, we've got 3 of the first 4 and 4 of the first 6 from the Victoria Derby. One step closer was 4th.
Yeah, he can certainly stay. This guy's by Castle Vecchio, the same sire as Aliana, and he's been building. I thought he ran really well in the Rosehill Guineas behind Autumn Boy, so he's 4th up now. He's drawn a good barrier, and Zach Lloyd, he's riding super, so he'll give him a nice ride as we look at the maiden of the field. Can he win, Bruce, Federalist?
He can. He's got the ability. It's going to be an ask, and those odds are probably reflective of that. He was very good 2 starts ago, and he was pretty good last start, but he's had 9 tries, and he hasn't been able to win yet, but it would be something if he were. He's certainly bred to win one. He's so well bred. Savastana for Chris Waller and Ben Mellon. He was 6th in that Victoria Derby. He was big odds in the Alistair Clark Stakes, and he ran very well.
He did. So he's building up to a win. He's nice and fit now, so he's ready to do something. And Chris Waller's won the race on 2 occasions, so he knows the right horse. He's by Savabeel out of a McPhee mare, so he's bred to stay as we look at Victoria's Spirit. Peter Moody had a little sense of confidence about this horse this morning on radio.
He did, and he said to Richo, I haven't won a Doncaster before now, and I haven't won a... This is the only derby I haven't won, and he gives his horse a chance. KJ can go forward and can go back. Clayton Douglas, whose Giga Kick ran a super race today.
He sure did. He ran enormous. So.
And here's Bingy. Sorry, Katie.
That's okay.
That's the other one of the. That's the other one of the Moody's. Here's Are You Kidding? Now, look, he's huge odds. I think he's a very progressive horse.
Yeah, and you stay another Castle Vecchio here out of a Redute's Choice mare. So he's a winner over the 2,100 metres, and why not have a go at this if he loves the conditions, which he seems to have relished. I think he can run well. Designation, the last horse that we're looking at for Tyler Schiller and Matty Smith.
It was 200 to 1 in metallic stakes and at pretty long odds again today for Matty Smith, as you said, and Tyler Schiller. So the market mover, this is going to be interesting, Jared, because you said earlier you thought Observer may be displaced as favourite, but he is the favourite, isn't he?
He certainly is, Bruce, and will jump the favourite here for the Derby, but at odds, one step closer. Has been nibbled away all through betting here as long as $34 and now just into $16, so one at odds here.
Matt Kumani looking for his first Group 1 with Deal Done Fast, and boy, can he run out that 2,400 metres. We've seen him do it in a VRC Derby. He is a maiden. Can he win?
Yeah, I think you have to get past the maiden tag. He very nearly won his first ever race, and that was over 1,400, which is a bit short for him. But I think he's coming together nicely just in time. He was a little bit unlucky in the Rosehill Guineas when he sort of got stuck behind a muddling tempo and just had to check off heels just before the speed came into the race and got left a little bit flat-footed. Hopefully today with a good gate and barrier 8, we should be on the outside of horses, not taking a long way round, but just in open air. And I think from there he should have every opportunity to get going, dependent on the tempo up front.
He's a beautiful colt by Done Deal, an absolute standout in the yard. What's he like at home to deal with?
Lovely boy at home, very sensible. You could ride him and never ever feel worried that you're going to come off him. Holly Rose at home does a great job on him and has looked after him for a long time. At the racecourse is a slightly different matter. In the tie-ups he can get a little bit colty and a bit aggressive. Jason May does a great job on the lead with him. But over on the whole, I think he's getting better and more professional, and we've seen him be pretty manageable and well behaved today.
As a Derby, it is a classic. It is very British. What would it mean to win a Derby here at Royal Randwick?
Yeah, well, the Derby's been a very important race for my family and me, and I haven't got an opportunity to try and win an Epsom Derby, but I've certainly had a good crack at the Victoria Derby. We've come 2nd, 3rd and 4th in that, and haven't been quite so lucky in the Australian Derby, but it'd mean a huge amount to me and my family if we could win today.
Good luck. I reckon he's over the odds.
Thanks a lot, Emma. Hope you're right.
He's a great guy and it'll be a very popular win. Lizzie, tell us, who is the pick of the yard for the Derby?
Well, form-wise, I really like Observer. I think he's going to get a lovely run in transit, and I'm keen on his chances, and he paraded really nicely. But I kept going back to this horse at double figure odds, and I'm having a little chuckle to myself because I thought Bing Eye paraded really, really well. I know he's out of he's by a Snitzel, and he's out of a Charmadale mare, but you can see there's a lot of staying physique about him. So I was keen to see how he performed at the double figure odds.
So Observer being replated here, Observer being replated. So, Richo, there was good money for your roughie here, good money for One Step Closer.
Well, the beauty of One Step Closer is you know that he will stay the trip. Now, others might stay the trip a bit faster than him, but with the cut in the ground, you know that he'll just keep whacking away. Björn's, he's busy posing for selfies. He's getting involved in it all. God love him, which is great. And they're those three blokes, the only ones that haven't asked Croft for a selfie as well.
He's just selling them a share at this moment in time.
Yeah, exactly. Next thing you know, their pockets will be a little lighter.
Bruce has already been out there.
Yeah, that's right. He's been roaming around. Bruce doesn't sell them anything, just gives them kindness.
Green spaces, that Rosehill Guineas, do we take Richo and Katie and Lizzie, do we take any? Autumn Boy sort of franks the Rosehill Guineas form today, doesn't he? I know it was a slightly run race, but he franks the form, doesn't he?
Yeah, I agree. And take She's an alibi out. He wins the Doncaster with ease. He's spaced third.
So it means that Rosehill Guineas form, the green spaces form, and those around. You've got to say, okay, bit of a tick.
Yeah, you just got to believe in what you see. It was a bit like the Golden Slipper, you know. You look back at the Golden Slipper now. What was the standout run from a 1,400-metre point of view? It was Campione, Italia flashing home late. You think, just keep going with what you see as an obvious. Trust your eye is a great example. And you've got to trust that Rosehill Guineas form.
So what should J Mac do? Now, here's us saying, what do you think's the best place for Observer to be? Because it could be tricky, this race. It's not an easy ride. He hasn't ridden the horse before.
Must go forward.
I think it's a good barrier for him to jump and stay wide and slowly just make his way
Are you
forward
happy if he sits outside the lead rather than lead?
If he does that, I hope that he gets on his bike early from the 1,000 and starts rolling and building, because he's such a good stayer, we know that. and hopefully he likes the conditions. We've seen him on a soft track once where he ran third, and that was last start on a soft 5.
Yeah, he's not a sit and sprint sort of horse, and James McDonald will sum that up perfectly. He'll know he has to get rolling on him.
And for Rachel, could she be the first female jockey to win an Australian Derby? We've already seen some incredible things with Jamie Mellon today as the great one, James McDonald, with 2 Group 1s again today. So for 6 consecutive weeks, J-Mac has ridden a Group 1 winner. So what, a couple more to come up. So we're nearly there. Trumby comes up. Here we go. Victoria Spirit's in for the Moody Coleman camp. Here's the Derby.
And we're set to go. Stand by for a break. Off in the Derby, and last out of the gates was Deal Done Fast there in the pale blue jacket, and Federalist has jumped well. Looking for the lead from Storm Leopard, being sent forward is Victoria Spirit together with Observer and Bing Eye right there, and pushing through along the inside running rail. In the early part is Storm Leopard trying to hold a few out. Just behind them now is KJ as they turn out of the straighter, and making some ground is Deal Done Fast. It's got about 5 behind it early, 1 step closer. Are You Kidding on the inside of Road to Paris? Then came Savvy Santa, and right back to last now is Deal Done Fast, and just a little bit worse than midfield is Designation. So Observer, the favourite, taken to the front by McDonald. It leads by a length and a half on Victoria Spirit. Storm Leopard gets a great spot third on the back of the speed, 2 after Bing Eye fourth. Then Federalist on the inside of Green Spaces. Further back to KJ, then Designation. Are You Kidding from 1 step closer? The New Zealand Derby winner, Road to Paris, is back third last from Savvy Santa. And Deal Done Fast is back at the rear of the field. McDonald staying well off the fence, and Observer as they roll down the back. And Observer's a comfortable leader by a length and a half on Storm Leopard on the inside of Victoria Spirit. 2 further back then to Bing Eye. Half the inside to Federalist, followed by Green Spaces, is really reluctant in the run. Put to sleep there, Green Spaces. On the outside of KJ, then Designation, further back to Are You Kidding? From 1 step closer, 2 further back to Savvy Santa, a half the outside to Road to Paris. Last in the Derby, as they race down the side, is Deal Done Fast. So it's the favourite on top here, Observer. Half length now on Victoria Spirit. Storm Leopard on the back of the speed. Designation, the roughie, takes off going to 4th. In front of Bing Eye, Green Spaces, whips up on the outside with a free ride home. Over on the inside is KJ as Federalist is under pressure. 1 step closer, gets going from Are You Kidding? Then Savvy Santa, Road to Paris. And last of all is Deal Done Fast as they turn for home, and Storm Leopard's gone up on the inside of Observer. And Storm Leopard raced to a narrow lead from Observer. Then Designation, Green Spaces down the outside and further back to 1 step closer. Storm Leopard shows the way. Green Spaces moved up quickly. Green Spaces takes the lead narrowly now from Storm Leopard. They're 2 lengths clear from Designation, but Green Spaces sent clear in the Derby, and that's a big win. Green Spaces beats the roughie Designation. Storm Leopard third. Thundering home on the inside was KJ from Observer. Followed then by 1 step closer. A good gap back in the field to Deal Done Fast, Victoria Spirit, Road to Paris, Savvy Santa, Are You Kidding? Bing Eye and Federalist was last in.
What a celebration, what a day of racing we have seen. We have had the lot. Rachel King there, the first female to win a Derby, wins her 8th Group 1 after Jamie Mellon wins the Doncaster today. So J-Mac with a couple, Rachel and Jamie, what a quartet. It was so strong late, and Bjorn is absolutely off his face here. His father's won 8 Derbies in total, 5 of them here. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, so good to see him finally get that in his own right at Derby, and well ridden there from Rachel. It's just a smooth ride. They all found a rhythm, and gee, he's a good horse. He's by the same sire as the mighty Animo and Street Boss out of that good mare and Outdoor, who he's just put the writing on the wall, Lizzie. What an amazing performance. And Richo's with Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn, congratulations, mate. Oh, what a moment.
Yeah, he's dominant. What date's the Melbourne Cup?
Normally the first Tuesday in November.
No, I say my old man won 5 of them. Very special. I say he's won 6 now. He gave me plenty of advice during the week. He gives me a lot of advice all the time. But it's been so special. I wouldn't be here without Nom de Jure winning 2008. And to win with Godolphin and a horse like this, I was very confident he would win, and I thought he might put a space on them, and he did.
What was the advice Dad gave you?
Don't leave him short, son. Don't leave him short. I said, Murray, we're not training for jumps. I said, that's not water ball. But you know what? Fitness always wins, and this horse just, when they're in the zone and they eat it up, and Murray didn't train all his horses like that. He had 5 Derby winners that all stayed with me or I looked after, and they're all very different. Dundee he did nothing with, and a couple of the others were on the backup, so it's so special. We'll be very, very proud. And he says he hasn't just won 5 Australian Derbies, he's won a Victorian Derby, 2 New Zealand Derbies, and a Wellington Derby as well.
Right. Anything else on the CV?
Oh, he won a Caulfield Cup, Sydney Cup, Brisbane Cup, Wellington Cup, Auckland Cup, New Zealand Cup, but he never won the Melbourne Cup. He came a close second. Maybe this guy can go one better.
New Zealand Hall of Famer is your dad. You are Australian Hall of Famer in celebrations, mate. That looked epic.
Well, I held up. I held my run up until the 40. And how special. It's such a special day for my family. My sister's over, my nephews, my brother-in-law. I've got a great family, and to win this with Godolphin is so special. I'm a racing purist. I've seen their colours all around the world, so to be given the opportunity with a horse like this, and Rachel's such a great friend. I said, we celebrated Easter with her yesterday, and I'm not sure how many female riders have won the Australian Derby.
She's the first.
She's a freak. She's tough. She does so much work at home. Her 3rd winner today. It's been a great day. Well, here's my mum there. Hi, Mum. So it really has. Emma?
You've dreamt of this moment?
Yes, definitely. Look, it's huge credit to the whole team. They earmarked him pretty early days and stuck to the plan, and the plan's come off.
I remember it. It was in November of last year up in Newcastle. He won a Group 3 Newcastle Stakes, and I remember only 10 minutes afterwards you said, here's my Derby colt.
Yeah, look, credit to Bjorn and Luke. They both had that huge confidence in him and put him out then and gave him the time he needed. You know, I rode him as a 2-year-old. He's been a very immature horse coming through the grades, but this prep, he's just gone to a whole new level, and we were pretty confident, you know, the 24 was never going to be a problem, and geez, he ate it up today. You
got him into a beautiful spot as well, so he could bowl along. It looks like he just went completely to sleep in your hands.
It's probably the best he's relaxed and funniest, you know, furthest he's run, but that just shows he is maturing. His last couple of starts, he's still been there on the bridle, but today, once we got round past the mile, he just put his head down, and I had a loop in my reins the whole way down the back, so we were able to conserve a lot of energy. I knew he was going to have a really good finish.
As the first woman to win a Sydney Derby, and I know you don't like that differentiation between male and female, but it is important because the more that it happens, the more it actually won't be important in the future. You're 8th Group 1 now.
Yeah, look, it is special. I think racing's got something to be really proud of, that we do all compete on level terms, and I love that. You know, Jamie's proven it half an hour ago. I've proven it again now. It's a fantastic sport to be involved in, and it's like nothing else, you know, so it's something that the industry should definitely be very proud of.
You've had Group 1 victories with the Wild Man over there.
I'm worried.
What have you got in place to make sure that you actually get home tonight?
I mean, he always says you've got your vest on and that, but he just, I don't know, he's,
like a rag doll.
Yeah, I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared.
I will wait. We will turn the camera around and then you can embrace. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, your first Sydney Derby.
Thank you.